Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Is the mind the soul or is it the spirit? What is that little voice that talks in your head? Do you know that there are people out there who don't have that little voice? Yeah, that little voice that's talking right now. There are people out there who don't have it. It's called something or other. It's got like a long name. But I watched a very interesting YouTube video on it. And there are people out there who don't have that voice. It's so bizarre. I cannot think of my life without that little voice constantly in my head. What is that little voice? Do you think it's you? What is you? Who are you? These are questions that nobody has answers for. Not even the brightest scientists have come up with any definitive answer. And I thought that would be really cool to talk about because there is no answer to this. Whatever you believe is your belief. It's the one thing that we cannot actually all agree on, and it's the one thing that we can't prove or science can't tell you the answer. Is there even a soul? We know that there is a brain, but what is the mind? Is the mind inside the brain? Okay. Is your mind the little voice? Okay. And what is a spirit? Is the soul your spirit? I like to think of it like this. There are three different levels, okay? And I might get this wrong to explain to you because it makes sense in my head. So you have a mind, you have a body, you have a soul, and you have a spirit. Okay, four things. So when you die, okay, your mind, which is all your consciousness, and your body die. They stop. Okay? So your mind and your body stop. When your body stops, your mind stops. Your mind is what allows you to do all your stuff, your work, your play, that sort of thing. It stops. And that gets buried. Okay, boom, or cremated. Boom, all right. You then have a spirit. And your spirit, either your spirit disappears or dissipates over time, or if you have any unfinished business here on earth or on the physical plane, your spirit will stay here as what we would probably term a ghost. Okay, it will stay here. It will either be caught in a loop or it will actually stay here until it has sorted itself out, dealt with what it needs to deal with, and then it too will dissipate. Where it dissipates to, I don't know, but that's my belief. It will stay here, sort itself out, and then dissipate. If it doesn't need to do anything, it will dissipate upon death, that the body and mind have died. So that will dissipate after a while. You then have your soul, and I believe that your soul is your essence. Your soul is what this is all about. All of this, it's all about your soul, and your soul will go back to wherever it comes from. Okay, the spiritual plane, the plane that we live on or that we exist on as a soul. Okay, and there the soul will reincarnate, will choose another body. It will perhaps be interviewed by whoever. We don't know, but that's my belief. So your soul will go back to the soul place, getting ready for incarnation. Your spirit, if it needs to, will stay here on the physical plane, and it will deal with its shit, okay, appearing as a ghost, all right? But your body and your mind die, all right? That's what I believe. At death, your body, obviously, and your mind, those are the two things that are linked. In my mind, those things are linked. So they will end, okay? Now, a lot of people everybody has their own take on this. Yours is not right, mine is not right, yours is not wrong, mine is not wrong, because nobody can agree on this. That's what makes it such fun. This makes a really, really interesting dinner conversation because, you know, they always say don't ever talk about sex or politics at dinner or in a group. But this is something you can actually talk about. Is the mind the soul? Is the mind the body? Is the body the mind? Or what is the spirit? This is a really cool subject because you will probably not get into a massive argument about this because everybody knows that nobody's right. So it's just going to be a really interesting thing to talk about at your next dinner party. We don't do dinner parties anymore, do we? At your next Skype dinner party or whatever. I think it's a really cool thing to talk about, and I think it's a really important thing to think about because it allows you to expand your awareness or your thought of what is this all about. So often we get so trapped in the now, in the very essence of life, what's happening now, the physical plane. I've got to take the kids to school. I've got to go and write that report for work. If I don't go to that function, I'm going to miss out on my connecting flight to London because it's going to be late. We get so trapped We get so trapped within this that we don't think further, we don't look further than what we can see. And I think thinking about the body, thinking about the mind, thinking about the spirit, just every now and again, think to yourself, what am I? Who am I? What makes me me? The little voice in your head, I don't know what that is, okay? To me, I believe that is my mind that talks to me, okay? And as I said to you, some people don't have that. I can't imagine not having that little voice with me all the time. Can you? Do any of you not have that little voice? That would be very interesting. Are you one of the, I think such a small percentage in the world, but are you one of those people who actually don't have a voice in your head that talks to you all the time? And are you one of those people like me that actually have conversations with this thing? I actually have conversations in my head, okay? I wonder if that means I'm insane or if I'm just like extremely eccentric. Maybe there's like a hormone imbalance or something, but I actually have conversations with this little voice. I think also having depression, I find that the little voice sometimes calms me down. It kind of makes me see reality in that this is not really happening, or this is not happening the way you think it is. So calm the fuck down, Matthew. This is the little voice that's in my head that's talking to me. Do you have that voice? Don't you have the voice? What do you think? Is your soul the spirit? Is your spirit the soul? What happens to your spirit when you die? What happens to your soul? Do you believe in soul contracts? Oh my God, there are so many questions. This video is just like full of questions. Answer one or two for me. I'm super amped to hear what you guys think. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side. Hi, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to go and like and subscribe, and check out some more of my videos in my playlists.